In a season plagued by injuries, the Toronto Maple Leafs just made a bold move that could change the tide. With several star players sidelined, the team has called up a promising young talent to fill the gap in a critical time. Could this be the spark the Leafs need to ignite their playoff hopes? Stick around as we dive into the details and what this means for the team's future. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to stay in the loop with all things Leafs. The Toronto Maple Leafs are facing a whirlwind of injuries that has forced general manager Brad Treliving into a decision he was reluctant to make. With key players sidelined, Treliving has called up promising prospect Fraser Minten from the Marlies. But let's be honest, this move isn't solely about Minten's talent on the ice. Injuries have plagued the Leafs since before the season even began. Kalle Jarnkrok is out for months after undergoing surgery for a groin injury, while Auston Matthews has been absent for 2 weeks now. Max Pacioretty is out for the foreseeable future, and Max Domi has also been dealing with injuries. To add to the mix, David Kampf has now been placed on injured reserve. It's a tough situation, and Treliving is looking for a spark to reignite the team. Minten's call-up comes not only because he's been performing well but also because Treliving feels he has no other options. It's clear that he didn't want to bring Minten up just yet, especially since the young player has only recently returned from his own injury. Treliving admitted, "To be perfectly honest, I would have preferred to leave him down there for a little longer, just to stabilize. You have to be careful, especially with young guys, bouncing them up and down. It's understandable, he wants the best for Minten's development and for the team. But the reality is that Treliving's hands are tied. He needs immediate help, and Minten is his last resort. With Alex Nylander needing an NHL contract to play, Logan Shaw being a key player for the Marlies, and Nikita Grabenkin still finding his footing, Minten stands out as the only viable option who has NHL experience, albeit limited to just 4 games. The stakes are high. Minten has the potential to make an impact, but there's a real concern that stepping back into the NHL could risk aggravating his previous injury. Still, what better time to give him a chance than when the roster is depleted? This is a pivotal moment for him to shine and cement his place in the lineup. And let's be real, when players like Kampf and Ryan Reeves return, they will face stiffer competition to re-establish their roles. As a fan, I'm both anxious and excited about this development. You have to wonder, is this the best decision for the team? On one hand, it's crucial to give young talent like Minten the opportunity to grow and contribute. On the other hand, rushing him back might not be the wisest move considering his recent injury. I'm genuinely torn here. What impact will this have on the Leafs' chances moving forward? A strong performance from Minten could not only boost the team's morale but also solidify his spot in a lineup that desperately needs fresh energy. Conversely, if things don't go well, it could set him back in his development. The pressure is on, and my heart goes out to him. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about this move? Is Treliving right to bring Minten up now? Or should he have waited a bit longer? I want to know your thoughts. Share your expectations and frustrations in the comments below. Auston Matthews is currently in Munich for treatment, and while the Toronto Maple Leafs are downplaying the situation, it's hard for fans not to feel a bit anxious. Chris Johnston from TSN and The Athletic reported that Matthews is there seeing a doctor he trusts, accompanied by a team physician. The Leafs are insisting that there's no cause for concern and that nothing has changed in his status regarding the upper body injury that has been a nagging issue for weeks. Now, when you hear that a star player is traveling internationally for medical attention, your mind naturally starts to race. What's really going on? The organization is keeping things under wraps, and that secrecy isn't exactly putting Leafs Nation at ease. General Manager Brad Treliving mentioned it's more of a general checkup, with some specialized work being done, and reassured us that there have been no setbacks. But let's be honest, the mere fact that Matthews is overseas raises eyebrows. It's not every day you see a player consult a specialist abroad unless there's something serious. The hope is that once Matthews completes his treatment, he'll be back on the ice. While there's a slim chance he could suit up for Sunday's game, a more realistic expectation is during the team's trip to Florida next week. But until he's back skating regularly, I think we can all agree that there's going to be a cloud of uncertainty hanging over us. The idea of him consulting a specialist outside the country is a bit concerning, and it rarely signals something minor. Now, let's talk about the future. Matthews is a cornerstone of this team, and his health is critical for our playoff aspirations. If he's not at 100%, it could impact our chances significantly. The Leafs have a deep roster, but losing a player like Matthews is akin to losing your captain in battle. This organization has invested so much in him, and we all know how important he is not just for scoring goals but for leading the team on and off the ice. You have to wonder, was this the right decision? I'm honestly torn. On one hand, I totally understand the need to seek specialized care, especially for a player of his caliber. On the other hand, traveling abroad for treatment can create more questions than answers. Are the Leafs being transparent enough with us? It feels like there's something more beneath the surface, and as fans, we deserve to know what's going on with our star player. And here we are, left with questions. As the days go by, the anxiety in the fan base is palpable. We want to see Matthews back on the ice, firing on all cylinders, contributing to the team's success. His health is paramount not just for him but for the entire franchise moving forward. So, what's your take on this situation? Are you feeling optimistic, or are you concerned about the implications of his absence? I want to hear your thoughts. Drop your expectations and any frustrations you have in the comments below. As we navigate this uncertain period, let's hold on to hope. We've seen the Leafs show resilience in the past, and with the right support, Matthews can come back stronger than ever. Remember, we're all in this together, cheering for our team. So, if you found this update helpful, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with your fellow fans, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any crucial updates. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell to stay informed about everything happening with the Leafs. It's going to be a wild ride, and trust me, you'll want to be along for every moment. Let's stay positive and support our team, no matter what.